Hello guys, Belle here. Going to be talking about the Guardian Druid. Sorry about this very in-your-face bear butt that is just there. I can't help it. They still have not given bears any ruse. But we are going to be talking about the Guardian Druid artifact weapon. And we are going to be talking about the claws of your sock, which I'm really excited. I was excited about the Feral Druid, which I just finished, because I appreciate that you get to have different looks of your bear in general. So we're going to go over all that after we do the traits here. So let's not sniff the tree. It looks like I'm sniffing the tree. There's really no way out of making you look at the bear butt. I'm sorry. Let me get my act together here, guys. Try not to make you guys seasick. Okay. So with the claws of your sock, it's important to note that your artifact weapon is going to be with you throughout Legion. There's not going to be any weapon drops. You're going to be using this for PvE and PvP. Your constant goal throughout Legion is going to be to increase its artifact power, research, and really adding to it. As you see, you can have up to 34 traits. For every trait you've unlocked, you do get 0.75% stamina increase, which is really, really super nice. And you start off by unlocking these. Some go up to rank 3, which is where this guy is going to come in. So you see these 3 slots here. This is fire, this is blood, and this is life. These are for artifact relics that you'll acquire in Legion. And what you can actually do is socket these. And when you socket these, it's going to increase your item level as well as unlock these ranks. Some of these have go up to rank 3. So you'll step into them starting at rank 1. And then you'll be able to grow its percentages in whatever that specific trait offers you. Now, it's also important to note that all of these are going to be passive with the exception of your on use. Every artifact weapon has an on use, and for you, it's going to be the Rage of the Sleeper. This is an instant ability as a 1.5 minute cooldown, unleashes the Rage of your sock for 10 seconds, preventing 25% of all damage you take and reflecting almost 75k nature damage back to your attackers. Pretty cool for a tank. Definitely something you want to put in your rotation. You want to macro that sucker, use it as needed, take advantage of it being there. If you want to see, any kind of spell animation that comes with that, make sure you check out my Guardian Druid video. I did spell and talent previews in which I also showcased the spell animation so that you guys could see the difference there. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started on the traits, shall we? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start up here just because they're kind of all over the place and I don't want to miss any traits. You have Bestial Fortitude. This goes up to rank 3. Increases stamina by 3%. You have Embrace of the Nightmare. Goes up to rank 1. While Rage of the Sleeper is active, you deal 25% increased damage, gain 25% increased leech, and are immune to all effects that cause loss of control of your character. Jagged Claws goes up to rank 3, increases damage dealt by Thrash by 15%. Bloody Paws, this goes up to rank 1. Thrash reduces the movement speed of its targets by 50% for 6 seconds. Perpetual Spring, this goes up to rank 3, reduces the cooldown of Bark Skin by 9%. Reinforced Fur, this also goes up to rank 3. Iron Fur increases armor by an additional 12%. You also have Adaptive Fur. This goes up to rank 1. Taking elemental damage has a chance to grant you 10% damage reduction for 15 seconds against the elements that cause the damage. Gory Fur. This goes up to rank 1. Mangle has a 15% chance to reduce the rage cost of your next Iron Fur or mark of your Sol by 50%. Ursocks. Your sock's endurance goes up to rank 3. Increases the duration of Bark Skin, Iron Fur, and Mark of your Soul by 1.5 seconds. Sharpened Instincts goes up to rank 3. Survival Instincts reduces all damage you take by an additional 10%. Roar of the Crowd goes up to rank 1. Stampeding Roar increases your movement speed by an additional 5% per ally hit, up to a maximum of 25%. You have Mauler. This also goes up to rank 3. Increases the critical strike chance of Maul by 10%. Then you have Iron Claws. This goes up to rank 1, increases armor by 5%. Wild Flesh. This goes up to rank 3, increases healing done by Frenzied Regeneration by 15%. Vicious Bites. This goes up to rank 3, increases damage dealt by Mangle by 15%. And last but not least, the good old Bear Hug. Increases the chance to trigger gore by 5%. Let's take a look And it's going to be a little difficult for me to be able to get the right angle. I apologize. The tree is broken. Normally when you click appearances, it takes you a little bit close to your weapon. This just did not seem to want to work for me. So I do apologize, and I'm just going to try to do my best to get you guys to be able to see your view here without making you nauseous. I do apologize if this makes you queasy, but they didn't really give me a whole lot of room to be able to get the best visual for you. So I'm going to try to get the bear butt out of the way here. All right. So you'll be able to unlock different visuals of your weapon, which is going to be really nice because then you don't have to be like other people. You can kind of customize what you're doing. So as you see here, you get to have different colors. This is going to be, your first set's probably going to be your easiest. You have to do small things, recover Light's Heart and bring it to safety in your order hall, complete your first major campaign effort within your order hall. These are going to be things that you're probably going to naturally do within the progression of going through the content in Legion. Now these other ones, some of these you're going to have to forge ahead and do a little bit more deeper PvE and PvP stuff to be able to unlock some different augmentation and color options when it comes to your weapon. But, I mean, we asked for more content. Definitely got what we asked for and something to strive for through the expansion. The Stonepaw version is a completely different version. You basically look like Tectis, and I think that's awesome. I don't know if any of you remember Tectis. But even the mountain falls. Different color options there. And then for the avatar of your Saul, this is so nice because it's like astral and glowing. Kind of weird a little bit to look at in long periods of time, but I think this is going to be your more hardcore PvP or PvE stuff. Glory of the Legion hero, complete challenge mode dungeons using a level 15 keystone, which we'll talk about keystones in a separate video. But the looks, this is a little too cartoony for me. I don't really dig the outline, to be perfectly honest with you. Like the purple's kind of weird with the outline. That's nice. Some of this is just a little too, like that's really too cartoony, but I like the other colors. And then last but not least, you have the beautiful PvP version. Now while we're waiting for the big bear butt to pan around here, let's talk about the Fallen to Nightmare. You're going to do things like prestiging, completing quests when it comes to PvP, getting Crest of Heroism, Crest of Carnage, prestiging level 9, prestige level 13. You're really going to have to work for these different colors of your PvP weapon. The thing that I like about this most is you get to be different. We're PvPers. We want to be different. I mean, if you're a Guardian Druid in PvP, you're not really one of my list's favorite people, but I'm not going to judge here, guys. This is a judge-free zone. I'm just going to move right along and pretend I didn't complain about hating the fact that people tank in PvP. And then I'm going to pan it around. It's always a bad time when I try to pan it around because I just end up making people seasick. So I'm just going to let it sit here. I know a couple previous videos people said, well, you can turn the video around. You totally can, but for this purpose, we're fine just sitting here watching the bear butt spin and rotate. There's one color. There's another color. That's pretty badass, actually. And this is the PvP version, guys. That definitely looks like Tectis. The little spikes. But I like all of that, though. This one's probably one of my favorites. It just says that you're a tank. Like, there's really no question. You're just a giant boulder. It literally is like a tank. So that's going to be it for your preview of your artifact weapon for your Guardian Druid. If you're new to PWNCAST, make sure you give the channel a subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the news and all the future information that I will be doing videos on. Also, make sure you check the playlist. I've done the class order hall. I've done all the spell and talent previews for each spec, and I'm also about to do the PvP breakdown per spec. So you definitely want to make sure you check out the channel and give us a subscribe so you can continue to get notified when we add new stuff, which I'm adding stuff pretty much every day. Also, if you're here watching this video, you're already here, why not hit the thumbs up button? It takes no time out of your day, and it doesn't cost you a cent to just hit that thumbs up and let me know that you like what I'm doing here. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment them or let me know how you feel about being a Guardian Druid in general with the artifact weapon. So I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, guys. Thank you so much for giving me your time today and watching. Don't forget to check out the other videos on the channel, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.